Good morning, fellow travelers. Just Jeremiah here on the Redwood Highway in North California, Humboldt County, maybe 2 hours south of Arcata. Check out this campsite. We found it just randomly. Yeah, so again, I've been riding with Kent and Shannon. Originally, when I was back at Black Rock, I had talked to Shannon, who I'd known at Shasta before, and we had talked about hitchhiking. She's a hitchhiker, and I haven't hitchhiked with like a fellow hitchhiker, let alone a fellow woman hitchhiker. And you know, she doesn't do the panhandling thing. I'm gonna have to interview her at some point. She does more of the she does street performance, and I'll let her get into that. But that's how she's lived for over 8 years down in New Orleans, and she's traveling. And I just figured it'd be a nice chance to see what it's like to travel hitchhiking with a woman. And so yeah, we're gonna go to Arcata, where she can do some of her street performance, and I'll just fly some more weed signs or whatever. She's trying to get me to see what I can do as far as street performance. Who knows? Maybe I'll give that a shot. But yeah, from there she's headed to Portland. I figure why not? We'll travel together some. It's nice to have a travel mate. I'll get to hitchhike with someone and see how that goes. But yeah, we're along this creek on the Redwood. This is so nice. Check it out. So yeah, that other day when I saved that man from drowning, I think I hurt my back, and then sitting in the car, I've got this incredibly horrible back pain. I couldn't get more than an hour or two of sleep last night, just whining and whimpering. And the car ride, and maybe 12, so long in the car yesterday. And I mean, this morning we were doing hot rocks over the fire in a pot with water and pressing them in. I'm just oh. So I'm hoping this Hotel Arcata thing goes through this time. I'm going to try to hit them up again. You might not have heard about the Arcata thing last time because that's some of the videos that I lost, but whatever. Gonna try to get a hotel for the three of us to go chilling. Get a hot shower on my back. I'm dying, but check this out too. I sat up on the end of that log today, swimming around naked and stuff. I think in California you're allowed to be naked outside if you're away in the woods. Something like that. I'm not a nudist, but I'm slowly getting not just comfortable being naked, but to me, naked is the thing you are when you're in the water. You know, why do you need clothes in the water? Cool. I can dig it. The flowers are pretty here. Check these out. Hope everyone's having a great day. The rainbow is amazing. I only saw my buddy Clayton once the whole week that I was there, and he brought half of my clothes back that I left in his car, and at least someone's got them. Got to buy this cool shirt. Look, I look awesome. I left my jacket, hopefully in my buddy Chad's car, and I left my R2 hoodie, the Patagonia, the one night when I just set it down to dance. And left my goddamn shoes the other day. Keep losing shoes. I don't think I can afford to get expensive shoes next time. Sorry, Janelle. I know I worked for them, but I don't know if I can do more yard work in this heat. I'm gonna have to get shoes next time and not lose them. Fuck. So I'm gonna have to get sandals. I'm such a mess. The car thing would be nice. Yeah, whatever. So, going to arcade it 2 hour car ride. I'm not looking forward to my neck being all stiff. Made a new friend here. Dallas, you want to talk for my YouTube thing? Let's go up here in the shade some. I'm just doing my little like spiel on myself. I talk about my day and give people something else to watch than like the news or all that negative shit. But I like to talk to cool people I meet traveling, so. Oh yeah, cool. So if you don't mind, we'll just talk quick, yeah. What's going on, Dallas?
Not much, buddy. What are you doing?
Trying to live life, be fun, have fun, and meet people. Where are you headed?
Thousand Oaks, Ventura.
Sweet. This thing's gonna be fisheye, so look. I'm gonna get pretty close so I can hear you a little better. So I'm not trying to get like weird close, but it'll be good. So what's going on in Ventura?
It's where my mother lives.
No way, cool.
But we've traveled the West Coast or the Pacific Northwest, I guess you would say. And I don't know. I would like to go into Mexico and come back, but I don't know if we'll make it. We'll see.
So when you say we, do you have traveling mates?
Yes, my best friend and his wife.
Cool.
Ryan and Haley.
What's it like traveling with a couple as a third wheel?
Well, it's my car, so they're actually the second and third wheel, but...
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's way better. And I like the way you put it. They're the second and third wheel.
I don't know. Ryan's my best friend. We've been friends since I was a little kid.
So ride or die.
Huh?
Ride or die, yeah.
Damn right, till the wheels fall off.
So yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, even if you guys, yeah, it's your best friend.
For sure.
So that's cool. So it's got to be an experience. And you're gonna meet plenty of fucking pretty girls along the way to have fun with too.
That'd be fun.
You know you will.
Yeah.
What are some of your goals while traveling together?
To grow closer to God.
Oh, way cool.
And just grow more spiritually.
And for what purpose?
To soothe and ease up my heart.
So some healing.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Are your travel mates on Ryan? Right? Is Ryan on a similar path?
Yes.
Cool.
He wasn't, but now he is again. You know, so I don't know.
Well, have you guys seen any wildlife? You guys been on the road for a little bit, right?
Yeah, we've seen some moose, a bunch of rabbits.
Moose?
We've seen moose, rabbits. I mean, I've seen some of the weirdest bugs and mosquitoes I've ever seen. That forest has a lot of life in it.
Well, what are some of the best things you think traveling brings out of you? You said your connection with God and some healing, but...
I think a greater understanding of the world and the people you meet, the relationships you build, the respect and grace you can give somebody else. Maybe say or help or do something for someone along the way that change that person's life, and they can do the same. You know what I mean? And then maybe later on in life they can, pay it forward.
And not to sound funny because it's a little casual, but you totally let us use the dab pen like it's nothing. I haven't had a dab in days, and that saved my life.
For sure.
And I know that sounds like small and trivial, but no, you were just right away willing to help, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, no worries.
And
sure.
it was nice to take a dab.
Yeah.
So you're headed to Ventura, maybe Mexico. What draws you to Mexico?
I've never been there. You know what I mean? And I would like to see third world country at its best right there. You know what I mean? I had a Bosnian baby's mama that she knew that culture and I didn't. And we have it pretty easy here in America. You know what I mean? And I don't know, if you're not a survivor, you won't make it. If you are a survivor, you will. Or you'll end up in jail or, in the ground. Or, alive and helping the world,
Hell yeah. So are you hoping to I hear some great things about Mexico, I hear especially down along the coast. I hear there's such good people and just of course, like anywhere there's shit.
I think...
But just be careful where you step and you're fine.
Yeah, so minus the scorpions and rattlesnakes, I think you got just... I don't know, if you have manners and confidence and respect, I think you can do anything, you know what I mean? And in those countries, I feel that those things are a little more valued. They're a little more family oriented. They don't just, say we don't want nothing to do with you no more, like your parents or whatever. You know, you should families from the beginning to the end. Like, you know, even if we're not perfect, you know, we do make mistakes, and as long as we're at least trying to, you know, move forward in a positive way, helping people and doing the right things because the right things matter. No more bullshit lying and just, I don't know, man. Like I was telling you earlier, about how I've been to prison 6 times, and each time I turned myself in, or you know what I mean, I was honest with them, and it didn't get me nowhere. It got me a lot of time and a lot of years, but in the end, I'm a better person because of it. You know, I've made mistakes, but I know where I'm going, and it's not back. So
You're going forward.
for sure.
Hell yeah, I can see it.
Anyway.
And this trip's going to be so healthy for you. I can tell it already is, yeah. They do traveling breathes new life into life, you know, it's awesome.
You get to meet things, like I've met people and things that I've never met in my life. Like, I don't know, I came across situations and just met the people at the right time and got the information we needed and got to see some cool things and do some cool stuff.
And I'm sure, like, having spent time, like, you know, in the system, even the people who did get out of there, like, how many of them are doing this, let alone the people that'll never get to see this? Like, you're so blessed.
Well, there was a kid, he was on his way back to prison. I was in Davis County with him, he was doing some time, but he was like, yeah, I'm on my way back, and he talked about being on the road, and, you know, I mean, it was just him and his dog and his book bag, and he hopped the train and went to California, and he told me the spots, you know, like Cash Highway, you know, I-5 or whatever, and a few other things. Gratefully, I have a vehicle and was able to make this trip and a couple times. And them Ford Focus, them things, 2007, I don't know what they did, but them cars just continue running. They'll rattle the wheels off before the engine goes, but it's just an amazing thing. I don't know. I'm very blessed and I'm thankful.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing. You know, I usually like to finish up an interview asking like a harder random question. So I thought of a fun one on the way. If you had a bunch of money come in and you had someone to organize it, what type of nonprofit would you try to set up?
I would go to other countries and we would supply them with whatever resources they needed so they could survive.
Cool.
And that's what I would do.
And what type of impact would you want to have with that?
Just love, you know what I mean? Just show people I love and I care about them, and that, you know, God does too, you know what I mean? And God's the only one that's driving me to even want to do things like that. Like, I don't know. I've always believed in God, and I know we're in some rough times, and who knows what's going to happen with the world and the bullshit. You know, I'm sick of the news. I'm tired of, you know, the election bullshit, you know, Trump and Biden, you know, like, I don't even watch the news anymore.
Fuck yeah, me neither.
I could care less. That's what's wrong with society is all the technology we have. You know what I mean? The technology, I mean, yeah, it's good and great. You know, at your fingertips, you have Satan. You know what I mean? At one click of a finger, you can get into any website, porn, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then you got onion servers and all that stuff. It's weird. I don't know. Like, I don't like the era.
But what's great is look what still exists. Look at this.
I know.
Do you mind walking over there for scale so people can see? I mean, it's still a little sad because obviously it was cut, but it's kind of reflective of what we're talking about. It's still here.
For sure. And it's still got a lot of life in it.
Yeah, we can still see it and we can still save it.
For sure.
We just did, like you said, I think we do kind of, ironically, I'm using this to try to tell people that, but we need to step back from technology a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Enjoy nature, enjoy your family, enjoy the things that mean stuff. You know, like devices and relationships. Like, I would rather have a relationship with anybody, you know what I mean, as long as it was a good, healthy relationship. I mean, over any technology or anything. I would just like to feel God's presence. You know what I mean? And a relationship so strong, you would have that when two or more gather in His name, He will surely be.
I feel it right here.
Damn right. When the wind blows, when I speak these words, everything, like, our lives were pre-written. You know what I mean? We were meant to be on this earth for a reason, and I don't know. I truly believe it. all religions and all people, the good in everything, that's God. You know what I mean? The bad in anything, the deceit, that's the devil. So, honesty and goodness is the way of God.
Well, that's such beautiful words again. Surrounded in what I consider my cathedral, you know, right here. So thank you so much for your, your openness, your candor, and for sharing your faith. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, man.
Cool.
Being a hitchhiker and a backpacker is that anywhere that's day use only is not day use only to you.
Right.
Literally, no one ever knows that you're there because you don't have a car.
Right.
I could sleep in any of these places without any type of issue. I could sleep in the biggest Redwood Park. I've slept in the biggest Redwood Park several times.
Right.
I've gone to so many day use areas and made them my private nighttime palaces. Like,
I slept in the Tall Trees Grove where you're not allowed to.
Yep.
Right in the middle of the national park.
yep.
Like right next to like some of the biggest trees in the whole world.
Right
Sounds
on,
beautiful.
man.
I definitely think if there's fairies anywhere, there's fairies there.
Right. Olympia, Washington, supposedly there's some fairies too, buddy.
I love Olympia, Washington. I have such a deep love for Olympia.
You might
Wow,
find
that's
some
my
fairies
place.
if you go up there.
That's my place, dude. Fucking love that place.
Heard that's the place to be.
I feel like
if you
you
want
just
to
get a public beatdown for being an asshole. I fucking love it. It's so punk rock there. They have Hardcore Fest and it's all ages punk shows, hardcore shows, just like all week. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody just hanging out on the street eating pizza and shit. So fucking wholesome. Love that shit. Olympia, Washington.
I've never been up that way.
I love Olympia.
It's amazing.
I love the farmers market in Olympia.
I think I'm gonna try to head up. I want to visit that spot.
That's right on the way to Seattle.
Yeah.